Master one of the most powerful assassins in Heroes of the Storm, the Butcher comes from the Diablo universe and it is surely the only assassin that can take anyone on a one-on-one scenario. Here's the complete guide to the Butcher. So, in Heroes of the Storm, the Butcher is a terrifying assassin who can easily eliminate squishy targets but can also scare off even the most toughest warriors. He's really good for initiating team fights and very effective at killing the enemy, but you must be careful because if caught in a CC chain, he dies fast with little to no escape. Alright, let's check out his abilities. Q. Hamstring. The Q is a skill shot you can land that causes 50% slow for 2 seconds and deals 40 damage. Apart from its utility, Hamstring is also pretty good because it will cause your next basic attack to strike immediately, transforming it into a pretty devastating combo in the build I'm going to show you later on. W. Butcher's Brand. This is what makes a Butcher, let's say, a bit tanky assassin. The W marks an enemy target, and by hitting that target, Butcher is getting healed for 150% if that is a hero, which it usually is. If you apply Butcher's Brand to a minion or mercenary, you will get healed for 75%. E. Ruthless Onslaught. Truly one of the best gap closers in the game, the E ability from Butcher charges your enemy from a distance, landing with a 1-second stun and dealing 60 damage. Ruthless Onslaught combined with Hamstring makes it pretty easy for Butcher to stay on his target and finish the job. Alright, let's get into the heroics. So the first heroic ability from Butcher is Lamb to the Slaughter, and it is quite an effective way to make sure that your target doesn't run away. It deals a small amount of damage, but it keeps the enemy hero in place for 4 seconds. With a somewhat of a short cooldown of 60 seconds and the ability to chain all 5 enemy heroes at level 20, it is quite a viable option, especially in higher rank games. Second heroic is Furnace Blast, and it can combo really well with your E, Ruthless Onslaught. It does a high amount of damage, but the only trick to it is, it will detonate after 3 seconds. So when picking this heroic up, you will need to time your Ruthless Onslaught accordingly, so upon impacting your target, the Furnace Blast heroic unleashes with it. Following all that shit up with Butcher's Brand Hamstring combo, it can lead to devastating damage and at least one enemy hero killed while the rest severely bruised. Butcher's passive is Fresh Meat. Now, I gotta say, Butcher has one of the best passives in the game for an assassin. Fresh Meat drops off of enemy minions and enemy heroes, and it increases your damage by up to 25%. An enemy minion will drop 1 Fresh Meat, an enemy hero will drop 3 Fresh Meat. 1 Fresh Meat equals 1% bonus damage, and our hero can gather up to 25 stacks of it. The drops also help you heal with the current build I'll be showing, so check it out. Now, when it comes to the Butcher's talent build, in 90% of the cases I tend to go with the Hamstring build. It dashes out a lot of damage, it's very effective for ganks, and helps you sustain on your lane. So for level 1 we will choose Victuals, because this is the main reason you can resist and bully on your lane. You get a 3% heal out of your maximum HP for every Fresh Meat that drops. Cool thing is, even after you have collected 25 stacks, you can still get Fresh Meat to heal your ass. So this one, really awesome to stay alive. Making sure your target doesn't run away is pretty crucial, so increasing the slow duration by 40% will definitely help with that. Flail Axe is the talent you want at level 4. From level 7 going forward, you should become more and more scary, and this is why we will need a significant burst damage increase by taking Brutal Strike. So after you land a Hamstring, your next auto attack does 50% more bonus damage. Keep in mind that after Hamstring, you immediately auto attack, so it's really good. When choosing your heroic, like most of the other talents, it really depends on what kind of team you're facing and what type of heroes are in your team. In almost all cases, I pick Furnace Blast as it completes a full circle of an insane damage, but if by any chance there is no other hero in my team that can slow, stun or root, I will definitely take Lamb to the Slaughter. For level 13, Crave Flesh is an awesome tool to gain mobility for Butcher. This basically increases your movement speed by 30% if a target is affected by your W Butcher's Brand. It comes as a real help when chasing down more fast assassins, and it also can help you get out of dangerous situations. After level 16, you'll have a pretty good picture on the fact that most of the enemy team will focus your ass 24/7. Enraged is the talent of choice here because at low health, meaning below 50% of your HP, you gain 40% attack speed and all CCs are reduced by 75%. Combine this with Butcher's Brand and you will most likely auto attack yourself to full health. Even though it's not as effective as it used to be, for level 20 I still pick up Nexus Blades. It's a fine touch addition of 20% extra damage and a 1% slow. If by any chance you seem to get caught off guard often, Bolt of the Storm is as viable as the Blaze, making it useful offensively as well as defensively. Now, there's a couple of things you need to keep in mind when playing the Butcher. One common mistake I see a lot, especially among new Butcher players, is that they ignore the passive fresh meat completely and just start ganking and being aggressive with little to no stacks. First tip, never engage combat without a full 25 stack of fresh meat. Secondly, use your W Butcher's Brand smartly, meaning you should do it on a target on which you can stick. A Sylvanas or Vala isn't always the best option. Think about the fact that the Butcher is one of the, if not the only assassin who can solo any hero in this game and win. This includes all tanks as well. I know the most effective assassin should be able to kill off the enemy specialists and assassins, but sometimes you need to be careful to not overextend and follow your target too far from your team. Just saying. And this rounds up my guide for the Butcher. I want to thank you very much for watching, and if you found it useful, subscribe to the channel because many more are on the way. Throw it a like because it really helps the channel, and I will wait for your feedback in the comments. Peace.